Hey, yo, what's up? Welcome back to another video. This is going to be a different kind of video, more rough and freestylish. So yeah, let's get into that. But in this video, it's going to be a NexDock 360 update, just talking about my experience of having it and owning it for, I think, more than a year now. And yeah, this is my NexDock. It has an Apple troll sticker on it for no reason. Then it also has a little pen holder. So like, this is my S Pen Pro. I can put that in here, just to store it somewhere if I need to store my pen or whatever stylus I'm using for any device. And so yeah, if I'm connecting my phone to the NexDock, store my pen there. Then this is a little pouch that I got a while ago. This is perfect for, like, let's say I can't use my phone because I'm using it to record right now, my Z Fold 4. But let's say I connect my Z Fold 4 to the NexDock, then I can put my phone in the pouch while it's connected. And then boom, I could just transport it without holding two different items. So this pouch right here solves portability issue with the NexDock if you're using certain devices. And even my Nintendo Switch, I'll get one right here and show you. Connect the Nintendo Switch to the NexDock, you only need one cord, and then you can just put it in the pouch, and then the port will stick out a little bit like this so that the cord is connected. And then this cord will be connected to the NexDock right here, and boom, that's a portable gaming station. You can move anywhere you want. The Switch will be a little bit heavy on the screen, and the hinge on this is not the best, so certain angles will drag it down if you have it open too wide. But yeah, it works overall just for transportation and portability, and just somewhere to put the Switch when you're not really using it like that. Yeah, so this pouch is perfect for the NexDock 360. I think it was like $20 on Amazon. And yeah, so let's get into it. So the NexDock 360, over a year, is fine. I have no issue with it, no quality issues. The only issue that I have, and that was since the beginning that I got it, is this SD card slot. It's pretty trash. It didn't work for me like on the first day one. Maybe I should have hit up support and get like something solved. I don't know, but yeah, this hasn't worked for me at all since day one. Like the SD card, if you put one in, it will just kind of get stuck, and you have to like pull it out yourself. There's no like spring or anything like that to push it out. Nothing to click in place. So yeah, the SD card slot, I don't use that at all, but it would have been nice to use. It's a nice addition, easy way to add storage or whatever. So whatever you're using. But yeah, that's the only issue I have with it in terms of quality and the ports and stuff. Everything else works fine. This headphone jack works fine with whatever device I'm using, my phone in Samsung Dex or my Switch. This USB-C port works fine. It allows me to connect additional things like this SSD right here, or something else like a dock. Got a dock right here. It allows me to connect these things to the NexDock and to the phone. So the NexDock kind of works as a bigger dock for different things. So yeah, and then this port right here is just for charging the NexDock itself. So yeah, that also works fine. And then on the other side, we have a USB-C port for connecting devices like the Switch and other things that might use USB-C. So yeah, the NexDock has been working fine overall, in terms of the hardware. So now I'm gonna talk about the experience. So mainly these days, I use my NexDock to play games on it. So I'm gonna start at my other Switch, and mainly, yeah, I work with youth and kids. So sometimes I'll bring my NexDock. We'll hang out in the mall. We go on like something called Connections, where you take kids out. We basically mentor them, talk about life with them, get them food, stuff like that. Kids that are in our programs. And then sometimes I bring my NexDock and we play games on the Switch. And obviously this screen is a lot better than this screen, so the NexDock is perfect for that use case. It's a portable gaming station. The battery life is good enough for those type of events, because it won't just die on you. It will work fine with no issues. So yeah, and then another thing about this is a NexDock 360, so the hinge can do different things. So I can put it like this, where it's just the screen, you don't need to see the keyboard and stuff like that. So The NexDock has been working perfectly fine for gaming, you know, in different areas when I'm not at home. And even when my friend comes over, sometimes he'll bring his PS5 and he'll play his PS5 on this while we do something else on the TV together, like watch a movie or play something else. So yeah, there's a lot of flexibility. Yo, my bunnies. I do use it for Samsung decks sometimes, you know, when I'm going to work and I want to bring a laptop, I bring my phone and my Samsung and this, and then use Samsung decks, just because for my job I work a lot on my phone, so I have a lot of files and a lot of different things on my phone. So I will use the NexDock because it has everything on my phone there, and then I can use it in a laptop like interface, and it works really well. I have no issue with that. The touchscreen is proper, you know, it's compatible with Samsung decks, so you know I can drag and pull things and stuff like that. Works proper. And it's also nice for watching videos and movies and stuff like that. So usage is good. The only thing that I've noticed over the years of owning this is when you swipe down with 2 fingers, you can open up this little menu. It's the IO, it's built into the NexDock or whatever. Is the battery life. Battery life originally wasn't that bad. Like, you lasted a good amount of time. I think on average like 6 hours, but now I feel like it's around like 4 or less hours depending on what I'm doing. And you know, the battery life is going down, and even 6 hours, I guess for some people that's not really amazing, but that's something to keep in mind, that like the battery life will diminish over a year. I feel like that's a little bit faster than a lot of other premium devices, but even 4 hours is not a bad thing, like depending on what you're doing. If I'm playing games and stuff like that, I'm not going to play games for 4 hours straight. You know, I'm probably going to take breaks. I'm probably going to, you know, play for an hour or 2 at most, and then come off and probably put on the charger or whatever. So, you know, that battery life is not terrible, but it might not be what you need or what you're looking for in terms of like if you're a productivity person, you know, somebody who's trying to replace a laptop, then maybe that battery life is not good enough for you. But then again, you know, you probably have a portable charger with you at all times if you're that kind of person anyway, so it's not that big of an issue, but it is something to think about. And then another thing is the keyboard. The keyboard and the trackpad, you know, they're okay. They're not the best. I don't mind the keyboard actually, but the trackpad could definitely be improved. Hopefully NexDock improves this in their future iterations. But the trackpad is just, it's very cheap. You know, it works. It's fully functional. You can use up to 3 fingers. You can do a lot of different gestures in different things. Like if you're using it on a computer or Samsung Dex or whatever, you can do a lot of gestures with the trackpad. But the overall feel and quality of it is not the best, and I think it might be a software issue, but like in Samsung Dex, it can feel choppy sometimes. It's not the smoothest experience using this. But then again, when I use my Magic Keyboard, this is an Apple device in Samsung Dex, scrolling with it feels pretty smooth, buttery smooth. So it might be NexDock, I'm not sure. Sometimes the Magic Keyboard doesn't work well either, but it's not the smoothness that's the issue. That's another issue. But yeah, the trackpad could definitely be improved. It's clicky, it's loud, feels cheap, and it's just not the best. And also, there's no palm rejection. It's not the biggest issue for me, but you know, sometimes there'll be 1 or 2 times when I'm using it typing, and I'll like accidentally swipe it with my palm and then, you know, mess up what I'm typing. So that could be something that you might not like, or it might be an issue for you. But honestly, with the NexDock, I just use it as a screen. Yeah, hopefully NexDock improves that, the keyboard and the trackpad. I feel like the screen is alright. It could be improved in terms of brightness. Sometimes in different areas, different settings, the screen cannot be bright enough. Like if you're playing Smash Bros, it can be hard to see your character depending on the lighting situation, the glare and stuff like that. So screen brightness could definitely be improved on this. I feel like it's sharp enough, it's smooth enough. Like it's smoother than some TVs that I've seen that are more expensive. So yeah, it's a pretty decent, smooth screen experience. Just needs to be a little bit brighter. But yeah, and also the aesthetics, it doesn't really look that nice if I'm being honest. Like it's okay, just looks like a gray, toned out laptop. But I feel like it can look better. It can look more clean and more premium looking. You know, and the hinge, like I mentioned earlier, the hinge can be good. But yeah, man, my bunnies are going crazy. They're not letting me record this. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully it's insightful for the NexDock, and maybe it will help you with your decision if you want to buy it. Look at this guy, bro. This guy does not want me to record. Like, as soon as I start recording, he's doing all this, and then, before that, he's not doing anything. Kaito, why are you doing this to me? You just want to get on. But yeah, we out. Peace.